the name of the Ardara Tipperary North branch. This will be moved by Senator Alan Kelly, the Labour Party candidate for the European election in Ireland South.
Thank you, Chairman. Alan Kelly, Ardara branch, North Tipperary. I stand here before you as PRO for the Nenagh Hospital Action Group, which is fighting a long campaign to save our services in the town. I also stand here as our party's Munster candidate for the European election. Why is that relevant? I suppose it's relevant because I've been in nearly every hospital in Munster. I've been in Bantry with Brendan Leahy. I've been in Tralee with Arthur Spring. I've been in Clonmel protesting with Senator Phil Prendergast. I've been in Waterford with Seamus Ryan. And I've been with Janet Sullivan basically all over the place. The HSE plans for smaller acute hospitals are quite simple. They plan to close them down. They will do this by stealth. They will try to do this by cut after cut after cut until the hospitals in Nenagh, Mallow, Bantry, Monaghan and Ennis can't take any more. And this will just be the start. They're doing it as we speak. The A&E in Nenagh is due to close on April the 6th. After that, they'll target the intensive care there and our basic surgery. I got my hands on the teamwork report into the Midwest Acute Services. And along with my colleague, Janet Sullivan, I was about to reveal it. And guess what? On the Sunday night at 8:30 p.m, the night before we were to do so, the HSE, under pressure, decided they would publish it first. In it, they finally revealed the plans to downgrade our regional hospitals in the Midwest. And I can foresee that they have similar plans for the South and the South East. You just watch. The management of the HSE are an absolute disgrace. The only currency that they deal in is lies. Lies, and they are aided and abetted by this incompetent government. A promise from the HSE is worth about as much as a share in Anglo-Irish Bank. Nothing. These plans to transfer acute hospitals services to centres of excellence are completely flawed. Well, I am no medical professional, but there's nothing excellent about centres that don't exist. There's nothing excellent about doubling ambulance journeys and making the paramedics' jobs impossible. Excellence needs to be earned, not assumed. I've listened to lie after lie from the HSE, that nothing will be moved from a small hospital until the new centres of excellence are in place, that we'll have a fleet of new ambulances and paramedics that will be able to get critically ill people to these centres quicker than Michael Schumacher, that this government, while the economy is in tatters, are going to have hundreds of millions to implement these plans. Why are they doing this? Despite protestations to the different, we know it's just cost-cutting. That's why they want to force the people of Tipperary and Clare into an A&E in Limerick, where at times you already have a waiting list or a waiting time of 11 hours. It says it on a clock inside in the foyer when you come in there. Have they not learned from the fiasco in the North East, where Drogheda Hospital had to be temporarily closed because it couldn't cope? And this is meant to be a centre of excellence as well. Now, the question will be asked, what would the Labour Party and I do differently? Well, I can tell you this, delegates. I'll spell it out clearly, once and for all. We would create a system where the consultant on his or her $260,000 a year travels the distance to meet the patient and not the other way around. How would Mary Harney like to go around to her constituents and tell them that they'll have to travel to Carlow, Wexford or Portlaoise at 12:30 in the night to bring a sick child to an A&E? It isn't good enough for the people of Dublin, I agree, and it certainly isn't good enough for the people of rural Ireland. I ask you to support this motion.